global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. A lot of people got surprised and shocked when the likes of Rotimi Akeredolu came out and made his stand known over Peter Obi. Don't forget that Rotimi Akeredolu is a Southwesterner and Ondo State governor. He has always been known, or most often than not, to write against the tide when it comes to APC. When it comes to the issue of insecurity, he stood up and said he was going to create armored tackle. Of course, there was a lot of controversies and hindrances, but he insisted that even if it's going to cost him a second tenure, he would do it. He has always been one who seemed to always stand tall against whatever happens in APC. He has said to speak again, but this time around he's talking about Peter Obi, about Atiku Abubakar, and about Bola Tinubu. Remember, Bola Tinubu as well is Southwestern, and the question is, where does he stand? We're going to find out in a moment. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Click on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel or YouTube. Let's hit the ground running. Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has stated that the presidential power must return to the South in 2023, insisting that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) chose Atiku Abubakar as its presidential candidate because the party does not have the nation's interest at heart. Akeredolu disclosed this on Wednesday while delivering a lecture entitled Nigeria, the Politics of Religion in a Transitionary Society at the one-year remembrance of Professor Bankole Oke of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, University of Ibadan. The governor said, and I quote him, "A party that picked somebody from the north as its presidential candidate is not doing so in the country's interest. Peter Obi has the right to contest because he's from the south. We are ready to give it whatever it takes to make sure power returns to the south in 2023. There appears to be an understanding that power must rotate between the north and the south. This understanding witnessed the contest of two candidates from the southwest for the presidency. It was part of the unwritten agreement that the power equation must be balanced to allay the fear of domination harbored by the people of the South. There's a conscious attempt not to disturb that extant agreement. There has been a seamless transition from one civilian regime to another since 1999, the longest in political history of the country. The current political permutations raise strong suspicions on an undeclared motive to thwart the arrangement that has been working for the country. The rotation of the office of the president is between the north and the south since the inception of the Fourth Republic. Well, a lot of people have been reacting to what Arakoni Rotimi Akeredolu has said. I, for one, I must applaud him. He has hit the nail on the head. But a lot of people are wondering, like what Waziri, I think Waziri they're about, I'm not so sure, northern power holder in a PDP said something quite strong. I think he's a former ambassador. He said something. He said that it's not being fair, really. That if you want to go by the reaction agreement and all that, that if you look at what the president have done, that the north have suffered the most, that it would have been right thinking for the south to say, being that the north have not done well, let's also bring in northern and that we correct that permutation. As he didn't stop there, he said in PDP, which to a great extent he's right, that the south ruled last. And the south ruling last is Jonathan ruling last, and Jonathan is a southerner. Southerner, and it's only commonsensical that it should be the north that will rule. But if you want to go by that, it was actually Yar'Adua's tenure that Jonathan finished, which was about 2 years into his tenure, before Jonathan now ran and got for a year, 4 years tenure, which is a term. So if you want to go by it, the north has not completed that tenure, which is probably going to be one more tenure from PDP's angle. But if you are going to go through that process, PDP will always be going against the interest of the nation. Because I would have expected that for posterity's sake, for the sake of Nigerians, they're already tired of the system that is going on right now, and a lot of Southerners are getting uncomfortable with the fact that the North is getting domineering over some certain factors or some certain parastatals and organizations that are high yielding when it comes to GDP. One would have expected that PDP should adjust their timetable to suit the national timetable, which APC by default have set, which is this time around they should have given it all to the south so that going forward the country will be flowing the way. If they say all southerners, all parties will obey all southerners. When they say all northerners, all parties will obey all westerners, all northerners, so that there will be equity and justice. But going the way PDP is going, they may likely lose a lot, but then it's going to be a regional contest, which may not go well in the unity of Nigerians. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians, because Nigerians are already, talking about this. This one here is saying, Akeredolu, my man, always speaking the truth to bear. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Usually seem to stand against the odds, especially when it comes to issue of national things. Akeredolu, you spoke well again. You spoke well. Equity, justice, and fairness must always prevail for prosperous Nigeria, which is true. Another person here said, but looking at the rotational formulas, the North is next in PDP. Does APC have the interest of Nigeria and Nigerians at heart when they voted for Tinubu? Okay, another person is talking from the same angle I spoke from. This person here is saying, we are Igbos, not part of the delegates that voted during the primary election, both in PDP and APC. They refused to vote their own. Okay, another person here is saying, PDP, the most wonderful political party in Nigeria, and Atiku is the most desperate of them all in human history. PDP seems to be comfortable with colossal failure. If not, they will go. If not, I take that again. If not, they will. Why would they go for northern presidency after Buhari's 8 years? Another person here saying, and what is special with Atiku that is lacking in the south? We shall see the outcome next year. And that person say, who's not desperate among all of them? I guess all of them are really. And this person here say, I will respect you for the stance on this issue. I pray that you and the rest of your colleagues who are with you on this issue stand firm. Enough is enough. The fact that Atiku boasted prior to the convention that he knows how to get PDP nomination and went ahead to prove it is an insult to every Southerner. Shame on Governor Okowa, who betrayed his fellow brothers just to accept the VP slot. Okowa is a traitor. He has demonstrated it. He will pay political price for this action. Come on, please. Let's not go personal about this. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Okowa, why would you say he's being betrayed? This is politics. See, look, but that's what people don't know. Politics is a game of interest, too. You see these guys are shouting, oh, shame, hey, it's going to pay. They let this whole tension go down. You see them, they'll be hugging themselves and they will smiling. They say, how far is everything? I will come to your stage and you'll be shocked. You're here making enemies for yourself. They are best of friends. They understand this game. It's all about game. It's all about interest, and they're not taking it personal. You are the one taking it personal. Was it not the same governor, Yeso Miki, who came all out on the media, came for Umahi, the governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State? They were exchanging batters and with people that they're going to go physical very soon. Was that some days back we saw them hugging and laughing? I said, what are you doing here? They were just having fun in Rivers State when they wanted to, create some of the project. Governor Jason Wike commission. So what are we talking about? Don't take it personal. It's just they all of them understand their game. They're best of friends when you meet them in their element. Let's go wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. Please have a nice time.